I am increasingly feeling misplaced within the scientific profession. I'm a professor in business. I study innovation, and I feel increasingly misplaced every day. I've been doing this for 20 years, and it gets increasingly more challenging for me to feel relevant in what I'm actually doing. Every day I get flooded by announcements of things that people are doing or special issues. They're called special issues. It's hot topics that are going on. And I feel like I can't get to any of those particular ideas and I can't contribute, even though that I would likely have something to say. And when I actually do contribute often, it's not necessarily welcomed in terms of the contribution that I get, and then I get rejected. So often, what I've done in the past is that I'll submit to something like this, and I'll spend months working on this particular thing, and then it won't work out. It will be rejected. And it would be ultimately much better off for me to stay with the things that are old, that I don't necessarily enjoy anymore, that I'm working on. And I feel increasingly more misplaced. I feel like there's less and less resources that are available. I thought it would be part of what I did with the Reciprocity Project was to help me and other people to stay relevant. So I thought, hey, wouldn't this be cool if I built this platform and this platform would help out other people that don't have resources? And I thought this would be really cool, right? Like this would be the thing that would help out people to write and to get feedback and all of that kind of stuff. And it turned out that I don't know if I'm relevant anymore. And it's interesting because even if I was to try to publish about this, the the consensus from sort of gatekeepers in the scientific community would not recognize it. And I feel often that I have to go around it. I often feel that's part of this whole YouTube thing that's going on is that I don't make traction in the scientific domain. And I feel so misplaced all of the time. And I wish you could feel what I'm feeling right now. And I know that you can't, you're on the other side. But I wish you could feel those emotions of how I work on something every day and I keep working at it and I revise it, it gets rejected, and then I revise it again, and I have to do all of this work, this statistical analysis, this writing, all of this stuff. And then I look at other people and it seems like they're able to write things up in a matter of months. They have all sorts of different resources that are at their fingertips. I remember listening to this one story about a researcher, and they were saying how they had to double check their work and they had a team of 8 graduate students. I'm like, I that's not the story that I am part of. I don't know what sort of experience that is. My world, it just feels like I'm always out of step. And it feels like I take 2 steps ahead and 3 steps back. And, I often have to delude myself um, to get up and to do this and to believe that I'm actually making some sort of an impact. But, the truth is I don't think that's actually the case. I often think that I'm misplaced, that I'm in the wrong career, that I don't know why I continue to stay at this. And this plays in my head repeatedly. I don't know. That's the challenging thing. I don't know why I continue to do this. Now, is it laziness and I'm not searching broad enough? Is it stupidity that I'm doing something that is just futile? I don't know. I know that the more I do this, the more I feel increasingly irrelevant. in the game. And the more that I cannot necessarily play in those particular domains. And I know that this seems like a really strange feeling that people don't get, but it's the fact that you're watching the world go by. And the only way that I know that the world is passing is that my kids get a little older, they're a little bigger than they used to be, and things are actually changing. And the truth is I don't know what the alternative actually is. I don't know how to do this quicker. I don't know how to accelerate it. Every time that I try to accelerate it, it just gets rejected. Um, the research that I do, it you might actually work on it. I might try to shortcut this and do something in a matter of months, and it just gets rejected. And everybody that I know in my surrounding, if they try to do things quickly, it just doesn't work out. I don't, I honestly am lost for what to do. And I guess maybe if you have comments, I'm all ears, but I want to share these moments, these experiences, so that if you're going through this, you're normal. You're like me. And I want you to know that I don't know what the answers are. I don't know if I should stay in this profession. I often romanticize leaving in my mind, and maybe that's actually the right thing to do, but I don't know. And it's the challenge that we all face in our profession. And as you continue to go with it and you do more in the research game, the more you realize that you just become increasingly irrelevant as you move in the field. I don't know. I don't know what the answers are. And that's all I wanted to say is these feelings are real, and I want to document it so you see it and you understand what's going on. And for those of you who do experience this, I just want to normalize it and say, you know what? I don't know what the answers are either. All right. Take care. Have a wonderful day.